whose Taylor costume was your fave? So whose Taylor costume was my fave? Oh, it's so hard. I loved so many of them. What is the next step with you and Chase? Did Chase decide which med school to go to yet? Do you want to be a mother someday? Are you planning to have kids anytime soon? I got this question a lot. Everyone's wondering. Hey guys, welcome to KennaDee Kay. Today guys, we are doing a huge life update, answering questions about Chase and I's med school, well, Chase's med school and us moving or having kids. We're also talking about a lot of questions about my siblings, what it's like to be the oldest. I'm really excited. So let's get it going and going through all these questions. We're also gonna do lots of shout outs. I went onto my Instagram and asked a bunch of questions and they all gave me approval to shout them out. So let's get going at all these questions. I'm so excited, guys. Also, I just had a really, I don't know, I'm just happy. So thank you guys for watching my video. Okay, so first is Elizabeth Milholland, and she says, I think that's how you say it. And she says, how is Taylor? So, if you guys haven't seen our videos, my sisters and I, and also Izzy and Trey and Luke, and a few of our cute friends were able to come with us to Taylor Swift, and it was so good. It was so good. It just really made me happy to see Taylor again. I've loved her ever since I was little, and so it's been really fun to see her in real life and see that she was a real person. Like, it was just crazy. And I don't know why, I don't think the stars are like real people, but seeing her, like, we were so close, and I was like, wow, she's a human being. That's crazy. Anyway, so she was just awesome. She was a great performer. I don't know how she does it. Guys, Taylor Swift, that woman, she has some stamina. Let me tell you that. It was literally, she was singing, she was dancing, she was running all over the stages. She was literally changing underneath the stage and popping up with new outfits on. I did not know how she did it. There were points where I was singing like so hard and so crazy that I was getting lightheaded, to the point where there was a lady in front of me. I like kind of fell forward onto her at one point. I felt really bad, but I was just going so crazy because I was so excited. I don't know how Taylor literally has, like, she sings so good and she's literally dancing and like running. And I was just like, I did not sound good. My head was hurting. Like, afterwards, I literally felt like I had a hangover, even though I don't know, I've never had a hangover, but I feel like that's what it would feel like, because my head hurts so bad. My voice was completely gone. I was drained, no energy whatsoever. It was just crazy. Anyway, I don't know how she does that like 3 times a week. She's just amazing. And so that was so cool and so fun. It was so fun with all my sisters. I like kind of getting like giddy, and literally a day ago I started crying because I just thought it was such like a great experience for my sisters and I. It was just such a fun memory just to be with my family and to just sing all of the bunch, and the party bus was so fun, and I just feel like those are memories that I'm gonna hold within my heart forever. So it was such a great, fun experience. And I did have a few questions. I forgot to write it down, but I did have people wonder who's the biggest Swiftie in my family, and I would have to say Sadie is the biggest Swiftie. Sadie knew every single song. I'm not super familiar with Folklore and Evermore. Like, I know some songs, but Sadie knew like every single song, word for word. And she, like, her and I were just having so much fun, and I just think Sadie was the cutest. She's adorable. And she's definitely the biggest Swiftie. Love all my sisters too, but Sadie is definitely the Swiftie men sister, if we could say that. Next, this one's from Bradex 0.09, and it says, whose Taylor costume was your fave? So whose Taylor costume was my fave? Oh, it's so hard. I loved so many of them. Let's just start from the beginning. I loved Elsie's because hers was Bad Blood, and she just had the cute little red hair, and she had a little bubble gun, which was so cute. And then Presley's was so cute from You Need to Calm Down, because she just looked exactly like it, and that's Presley's, like, that outfit is Presley's personality, so it fit her so good. And Delaney's was so cute. Paisley's was so cute. Literally all of them were. Babies took us forever to make. We had to, we ordered something and it did not turn out the way we wanted it when it arrived. And so we ended up finding like a leotard kind of thing. And that night before the concert, we got some fabric glue and a bunch of gems, and we just glued a bunch of gems all over Navy's little outfit. That turned out so cute. She was bejeweled. Sadie's was so cute too because hers was like the marching band outfit and it was just adorable. Lily's was hilarious because that's Lily's personality, is the twerker girl from Shake It Off. And Luke's was awesome because his was the man, and obviously Luke is the man. So Trey and Izzy's were cute. They did, Izzy wore a shirt that said Karma is my boyfriend, and Trey wore a shirt that said Karma. Get it? It's cute. Cassidy's was super beautiful. She did Love Story and just wore like a really pretty dress. My mom's was so fun. She was like a circus ringleader, which was fun. Journey's was so cute. Journey's was perfect for her personality because Journey just was like the classic young Taylor Swift with like the white dress and a little guitar and a cowgirl hat. It was just adorable. Oh, I hope I'm not missing anyone. I don't think I am. But everyone's outfits were just so cute, so I can't really pick. I don't know. Okay, the next one is Izzy XUERED. And she said, sorry, I can't say your last name and I don't want to butcher it. Also, you might have heard Chase just coughing right there. Sorry about that. The question is, do you want to be a mother someday? I got this question a lot, and absolutely I would love to be a mother someday. I'm really excited for the day that I get to be a mom. It's gonna be the best feeling ever. And from those of people that I love that are family and friends that have kids, they just tell me it is just one of the best experiences you'll ever have, and it's such an amazing role you get to play as a mother. And so I'm really excited for one day having a baby. Next, this is from, I think this is a fan page, which is kind of fun. It's Absolutely None. And they said, what are the pros and cons of being the oldest of 16? So let's do, the pros is you get to have like 15 other best friends, which are amazing and great. And there's always someone that wants to hang out and play and do crazy things and sing Taylor Swift songs or jam out in a car drive or things like that. And so it's really fun to have so many great siblings. A con probably the hardest thing is trying to find every single sibling a present that they will love and appreciate. Because I always like giving presents that are like meaningful and something that they can hold on to forever. And it's sometimes really hard to figure out what each sibling has or like what their need is or something that would be meaningful to them. So maybe that's like a con. I don't know. But I love being the oldest of 16 kids. I think it's the best. And next, Hannah Joyner said, how often do you go to your parents' house? I would say probably once like a month or every 2 months. No, maybe more than that. Just kind of depends. I would say maybe probably like once a month. The thing is, my family is I live kind of far away, but it's really important for me to be at big events. So like for church baptisms or homecomings, or let's say like a really important cheer competition, or just anything that's like a big family event I like to be at because I want my siblings to feel loved and supported. I feel like with my family, there's always one that happens like once a month. So I try to be there as often as I can. Sometimes it's hard, obviously, because Chase has school and so I don't want to leave him all the time. But I try to figure out a way to combine the two and support my family and my siblings and also support my husband. So we like that. Next, this is Ella Foreman, and she says, are you planning to have kids anytime soon? I got this question a lot. Everyone's wondering. I'm not really sure yet. Chase and I, we for sure want to be parents someday, like I already talked about, but we know that being parents, it's a serious role that we want to make sure our kids have the best parents they can be. And so we've been really prayerful about it, and we just want to make sure that we are ready to be mom and dad when the time comes. So when that time does come, I'm really excited, and we'll just wait and see, I guess. I'm excited whenever the day does come. A little junior Chase and a Kennedy, or a Chase Jr. and a Kennedy Jr. That'll be so cute, so cute, I'm so excited. All right, next is, this one's from Anonymous. And it says, how do you deal with body insecurities? I feel like this is, I feel like it's very normal. All of us feel this way. Like, I think every single person has some insecurity with either their body, with their looks, with their personality, with so many different things. And one thing I feel like that really helps me with my body insecurities, or just insecurities in general, are just knowing that, knowing my worth and knowing it doesn't matter what I look like, and it doesn't matter how smart I am or how athletic I am, that God will always love me. I feel like that really is something that's really important to me and always helps me, knowing that there's a higher power that loves me unconditionally and loves me no matter what. And so that really helps me, and I feel like that can help you too. So I hope that, just remember that Heavenly Father loves you and that I love you, that you're perfect in your own way. I also want to say, I know that can be so hard, and I think we're all working at it, so don't feel alone if you have insecurities, because we all have them. All right, next question is, this is from Truly Pay. And I think this might be a fan page for Paisley. It says, do you have a new hair or a skincare routine? So, if you guys have seen my videos lately, when it comes to TikTok being exposed, I started going to an esthetician, and I've learned a lot about my skin and the best ways to do preventative care, and also make sure I'm taking care of my skin. And I've had issues with acne a little in the past year, and so yes, I've gotten a new skincare routine, and I actually really like what I've been using. I feel like it's very helpful, and I love the smells, I love the way my skin feels, I love how shiny my skin is if that makes sense. My cute esthetician friend, her name is Amanda, and I can list her Instagram right here. She does a great job of helping me figure out my skincare stuff, so that's been fun. And then my hair stuff, I've been on a hunt for not putting as much heat on my hair, because I'm trying to let it grow out, because obviously I have extensions, and my real hair it's growing. It's definitely growing. See, like, my real hair, oh, it's like here. Can't really get a big chunk, but it's like right here, which is like pretty long, but I want it to be longer. I want it to be as long as this. So we are working on that. So I'm figuring out, and I'll make some videos of this, but I'm making videos of how to do heatless curls and which one's the best one, because I feel like TikTok has so many. So I'm trying them all out in a video, and I'll show you guys which one works for my hair at least the best. And then I'm also using, if you guys know about Babe Original, they have a hair serum that helps your hair grow, and I am obsessed with it right now. I've been using it for about 4 months, and I feel like I've seen a huge difference in my hair. And so I've been using that, and I've been using a bunch of different hair things that I've had recommended to me, and I like them so far. So we'll see if the hair keeps growing. We're hoping. Next, let's see. Oh, okay. Where has your husband been? And that's from D. Raider. I feel like I got a lot of questions about this too, because it's really hard for Chase to film with me because he's been so busy with school. He actually graduates this summer, which is fun. Then right after that, we're applying for med school, which is crazy. I'm so excited. So Chase has just been really busy with school and stuff, so he doesn't get to film with me a lot. And usually when we don't have a ton of time together, but when we do have time, we like to make the most of it. And I'm usually not focused on filming at that time. I'm usually just focused on spending time with my husband. So Chase is good. He's working really hard so that he can be the best applicant he can be for med school. And yeah, he's doing really good. He's a soccer coach right now for first graders, and it's the cutest thing of my entire life. If you guys are more interested in seeing that, look on my Instagram, because I have the cutest little pictures. And what else has he been doing? He is just a busy man when it comes to school stuff. In anatomy right now, and he's working with figuring out all the body. So it's kind of fun. Like the other day, I think it was yesterday actually, I'm like super sore here in my tricep area, but I didn't know this was my tricep, because I thought your tricep was just like that muscle that's right there. But also I learned that your tricep's in the back of your arm too. So that was kind of fun, because he taught me that. So it's fun to see him learning and growing. And I'm excited for one day when he becomes a doctor. So yeah, that's kind of where Chase has been. Okay, so the next one is Denal Mogabel, I think that's how it is. And they say, what is the next step with you and Chase? Did Chase decide which med school to go to yet? So the next step, like I just kind of mentioned briefly, is Chase graduates at the end of in the middle of the summer, and then we apply this summer, and then we have interviews at the end of this year, and then we don't figure out where we're going until like the earliest is probably December, if that's very, very early, and I don't think we won't get that answer yet. but we're hoping for like March, April-ish, but it still is very up and down. We don't know for sure where and when schools will like send out their acceptance letters. So we could still not know for then like until next June or July, because I think school starts that August, I'm pretty sure. So not this August, but the following August is when Chase will start med school. So we still have a long while till we find out where we're going, sadly. But that's okay. We can be patient, even though I'm a girl that likes to plan. I can work on being patient. It's really hard, but it's okay. We can figure it out. But I'm really excited for when that day comes of finding out where we're gonna go, because it'll be so fun. It'll be fun to move, and it's gonna be fun to figure out how we're gonna do all this med school stuff, and I feel like it's just gonna be a fun, good time for Chase and I. Next, this one's a fun one. This one's from Sarah Elizabeth Berry, and it says, what's your favorite food right now? My favorite food right now, I've been obsessed with bagels. I eat bagel like every morning. I do a regular bagel with regular cream cheese, and I'll put on every bagel seasoning from Trader Joe's, or I'll do a regular bagel with regular cream cheese and cinnamon sugar. And if I go to Einstein Bagels, which I love going to, I'll get a cinnamon sugar one with regular cream cheese. I'm kind of regular, but I really like bagels right now. And I also really like, I'm really on a salmon kick. I love eating salmon. And I'm also on a really big brownie kick lately. I've been craving brownies. And like my favorite ones are the Ghirardelli ones that are like the double chocolate, where they have chocolate chips in it and they also have the fudge. It is so good. So yummy. So those are my favorite foods right now. Next, oh, and I love sushi. I love sushi so much. And I'm really on a Thai food kick too. I'm on a lot of weird kicks, but I love Thai food and I love sushi. Oh, it's so good. Next is, this one's from real_Maya Condola, and it says, have you graduated college? So I graduated college 2 years ago, actually, already. Crazy. I graduated with a bachelor's in social work. So that's my degree. I don't really use it as much for the way I work now with everything, but I feel like it was such a great experience to learn all of that stuff, and I feel like it was a great opportunity to go to school and to gain an education, and I highly recommend that. Yeah, I really liked school. It was really fun. I'm happy I don't have to do homework though. But school is fun and I love learning, so that's what I graduated in. Yeah. All right, guys, the last question is from Whole Spring, and it says, do you still like going to cheer competitions for your siblings? And absolutely. If my siblings have anything that's super big and important to them, I always try to make it, because I remember when I was little, whenever people would come to my competitions or my dance performances or like any school event thing, it always made me feel so special, and I want my siblings to feel that way too. And I love supporting them and making them feel like I care, because I do. And so yeah, I still love going to cheer competitions. I actually am missing one this week because I have work stuff that I have to do. There was just a lot of things where it made it so I could not go to this cheer competition, which I'm sad about, but I try to make it to every single one I possibly can. So yes. Anyway guys, thanks so much for watching. I love you all. Thanks for asking me questions. See you later. Bye.